Hi guys, I'm still Dave, and this is
Steve.
still Steve.
But I'm actually Schism Online. That's what you guys know me as.
So we just that there.
No, that's cool.
Oh.
Just keep going.
Oh,
You're making it awkward.
Yeah, it's awkward. I don't do. All right, so guys, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you the wireframe demo after you saw the art level, which the art takes a long time to do, so we've made a nice demo that happens to be shorter.
I made a funny joke last time about how I said I can do art in 5 minutes.
And I said you can't do better art in 5 minutes.
And
that's it.
And then my wife walked in and we had to start the recording over.
It was funnier in context, and now whatever.
Mm-hmm. No.
So what you're gonna get to see now is some of Justin's crazy toys, and Justin is our level designer and mad genius
Mad Jesus.
in the laboratory. All right.
Beat Lab.
So for those of you who decide that you want to try it out, you want to try out the demo, one of the things I would definitely encourage you to do is it's a strange way to move around, and like I said before, the inclination is kind of that people want to walk across the ceiling. Don't. Just make a gesture and just kind of flick yourself in this way.
Yeah.
Go flick yourself. Go flick yourself.
I'll flick myself.
Here we go. Like that, and I just let go. I just be flicking.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to hold it too long when you flick it.
Yeah, flick it for days, bruh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so there we go.
Yep. We're adults.
Never.
Yep.
Never adults.
Oh God, yellow.
Yellow.
Oh, it's yellow
now,
flecks.
one of these things, because, I mean, this is an alien city that we're talking about, that these, it was made by an ancient alien goddess named Kral, and all of her...
Big bitch.
Yeah, big bitch. And all of her Kralian technology is pretty much magic and unexplainable in some ways that we have right now that you won't see. But this actually propels you a little bit. This is kind of like an air tunnel. And you can actually, if you get out of here real quick, you can actually catch some air.
That's cool.
Whoa. See that?
Caught it.
Caught mad air.
Just like Jordan.
I'll push you off.
That's Michael Jordan. He's a basketball player.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of
I
him.
know he is. He's the white guy, right?
Yeah. So this is cool. I like this level a lot. What happens to him? He gets hit into so many things.
Okay, well, that's actually something that one of the things that we kind of have is that first off, this parasite is kind of linked directly into his brain, which is just releasing, as you'd imagine, mad endorphins. Mm-hmm. So his body is not in as much pain after he, had the plane crash and basically lost the use of his legs. I actually kind of didn't mention that. He only has one leg. He has to amputate 128 days later style, or 27 hours, or...
27 hours.
128
days later.
128. Is that where the zombies have to amputate their own arms?
Yeah.
All right.
That's where the zombies just live. They're really smart.
So our little ball here actually only has one leg, which you can see in the concept art if you guys check that out, which is why he's, obviously just not walking around this city. And also to scale, this city is huge and he can't reach it. The tentacles are long and allow him to swing around. And getting knocked into stuff, we are going to penalize for really long falls, but we are also going to allow for, because we're going to just kind of make up some stuff that he has a carapace around himself, from the tentacle, or from the parasite.
Right. Yeah, this is pretty sweet, watching someone who can, yeah, because when I first started playing it, I was not swinging. I was just trying to
Yeah. So for those of you who decide you're going to try it out, it is a very different control mechanic, and it takes a little bit to get used to. I mean, keep in mind I've been playing this for a few months, but it is a very different control mechanic, and it really does become kind of rewarding after you are at it for a little bit and really can get the idea of swinging, and get the idea of not having to control your every motion and just, use gestures to kind of point yourself in that direction.
Why are there two, why does the red circle become off-center from the white circle?
That is just the geometry in the game engine. It's showing momentum.
You're right. I've heard of geometry.
Yeah, it's the white guy, right? Alright, so I died right there.
Alright. Fell into a pit of fire.
Lava, the hot lava.
Hot lava.
So we need to get some air here.
Okay.
And I can even use my boost. Ready?
Yep.
Swing.
Hell yeah. Oop. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Right.
it's the fire.
And
it's the fire.
there are some
it's the
things.
fire.
There are some things that when you have a hard time getting into it, that's actually why we really didn't penalize for death at all, because
Yeah.
it's difficult, you know, for people that are, you get super frustrated with it. And there we go. Yeah,
Nailed it.
get up. All right, so here's the first of some many crazy puzzles here. We hang.
Oh, that's cool. I remember that one. That's really cool.
No sound for that yet. We don't have our collision detector set up. Sorry.
Oops. That's why they need money.
Yeah.
Give it to them on Kickstarter.
Yeah. We'll get to there in a second.
So what's happening with that? Oh, you gotta pull. That's right.
Yeah, and that's gonna. I mean, there's all types of different, you know, lever systems and all that stuff.
Right.
That one is not really functional. It's just, you know, and there's some destructibles and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
Red barrels.
Yeah.
There's a lot of penises I'm seeing here.
Okay. Well. All right. I think they're.
Thank you for that.
I think they're stalagmites, and that's a little butt pincher right there. You see, he's pinching.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Yeah. So they're stalagmites. I mean, I don't think they're. You know, everything is phallic.
Thank you. That's cool. That thing gave you an extra boost when you used your...
And actually, I remember there's not anything up there, so I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, cheat.
Pow! So he is going to be protected by the carapace of the shell, and you can see that we have some different routes. They were encouraging like the kind of Metroidvania style of gameplay, where there are routes that you can return to, and
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Like, are there multiple ways to get through a level?
there are. There are multiple ways to get through a level. The destinations. Oh yeah. The destinations are pretty much the same, but
Okay.
there are multiple paths.
Right.
I mean, as you'd imagine, if they were developing this city, they would have not had one way of getting.
Oh, he's got a little antenna. That's right. You can push off too.
Yeah, that's a little bit more of an advanced skill. The push off. I'm actually using the two rear shoulder buttons for that. You know, we call it jellyfishing.
What?
We call it jellyfishing.
Why?
Because like it just looks like a jellyfish. Like, see. My old Kentucky home, blah 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 blah. A little tap dancer.
Dude. I guess I've never seen a jellyfish. Or the kind that you've seen.
They don't actually walk. It looked, you know, with the ball and everything, it looked like a jellyfish. That's all.
Right. Yeah, get that.
Get that air, bruh.
Boost.
All right, there we go.
There's another penis.
Yeah. Oh, you're seeing that. You know, schism.
It's really all I see.
It's just he sees penises all the time.
All right, so we got all those. Now we're heading back, right?
So yeah, so those are the levers for the doors, and there's some pretty intricate puzzles and stuff.
Dude, this is awesome. Just like
It's a lot of practice, you know, when you're trying to move around. And this is some of the stuff that's in this gameplay mechanics demo, and you guys can all play when you download this. It's called the wireframe demo, but it can be difficult if you have not played something like this before, especially this game. So you know, stick with it if you like it and practice it, and you'll be able to move.
oh,
I'm just getting stuck on the trebuchet.
is this that thing we saw earlier?
Yeah, this is the same trebuchet.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
actually going back the opposite way though, because now we're going where those pipes were following.
We're going to get somewhere.
And one of the things I didn't show you before that I should have is that
Each one of these doors
each
is
one of
down.
these, yeah, were operated by, you know, some of basically there's oil under this mountain, and that's kind of what they're using for some of their kind of weird and primitive technology. Okay.
Okay.
So if you see the potential in this early days demo, you want to... Okay, so here's where we get to the pitch stuff, and I want to thank you guys for watching what you've seen. We are trying to do a crowdfunding thing for the game. It will be a lot of fun, you know, especially if you're into kind of Lovecraft, and there's some different story elements. We have a couple different characters. One is a modern-day woman that's kind of a priestess in the, you know, Church of Kral, and the other one is logs that you pick up throughout the canyon, or the caverns, by an explorer named Charles Wentworth that was there when the city was actually in decline. So he's actually kind of giving you some accounts of what he is seeing as it's happening. When Thomas, our character, gets there, the city has already died. You know, and we're only, you know, left with some of the bosses, which you have not seen. You can actually see some of the very early workings of one of the bosses if you watch our first video on Kickstarter that has the just basically the art that's going in there and the tentacles that are flying out of the pipes. There's a lot of cool stuff that we have going on. So, what else?
I don't know. That was awesome.
All right.
I'm good. You good?
So Kickstarter.com, Mark of the Old Ones.
Yeah, I'll have all the information in the description.
Right, cool. And HTSsoft.com. If you have any questions, feel free to hit us up on at HTSsoft. Right. Jordan on Twitter at HTSsoft.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, at HTSsoft, and Steve Skyzm will have all this stuff. So we got.
You can call me Steve.
Here it is. Oh, they know you. They know you that well. Oh, here it is. At HTSsoft.
They don't know anything.
I'm pointing to where you guys can't see it. At HTSsoft.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
So great, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please check it out. If it's not interesting to you, maybe just give us a share. See if it's interesting to anyone else. All right.
Awesome.
Great. Thanks, guys.
See ya.